Connecticut City. So let me try to give you a little quick history of things. People are talking about exemptions. That's really not what happened here. There was a case that was approved in '85, and at that point in time, the entire area was kind of a farmland. And at that point in time, they knew that they were going to run sewer at some point in time, so they put the bare minimum in there, 2 units per. That's what the land could take at that point in time, and a total number of 2 units per were given out. It's not like CACTOD. Those are 25 units per. And what happened at that time, as the county created new zones, they created MIHU requirements in those new zones. The existing zones, they didn't touch those because they weren't going to take units away from people, except that during the last comprehensive zoning, there was a proposal to add MIHU units in R20 in the single-family detached districts, RCRR. We know you can't build affordable housing out in the West, and consequently, they let them have an alternative to do a fee in lieu. It was only because they didn't want to really take away the rights of the people that already had them. Turf Valley's the same way. They have a certain number of units. It began in '85, and as regulations came around, they said, Turf Valley, we're not going to burden you with the new regulations. You continue to do what you're doing. Mr. DeCarlo said this is not an affordable housing proposal. Of course it is, and everybody's here. Who's going to be against affordable housing? But what I'm here to tell you is this is actually counterproductive. If you put these mandates in place, the developer has no choice. You're taking away 15% of their yield and saying you no longer have those units. Now you have to replace them with units that make no money. They're going to cheapen the neighborhood. This is a proposal to destroy the neighborhood. If you want to create affordable housing opportunities, Mr. DeCarlo is exactly right. You work with a developer, you try to figure out what can we do to the neighborhood without destroying the neighborhood to make it better, to present more opportunities. PGCC was created in the '80s. It is an antiquated district. You had the proposal to put the gas station at the mixed-use center. Doesn't have that. We all know. We've been in Harris Teeter and the restaurants at Turf Valley. Town Square is sucking wind because they don't have enough people there. If you think the proposal is to tell the developers to lose 15% and put up housing now that had never contemplated before, that's exactly what you'll do. This is not a proposal to help Turf Valley. This is a proposal to destroy Turf Valley. This has to be done comprehensively. You can't just go around and tell developers who are under a pro forma with contracts scheduled to deliver lots and tell them you have to now all of a sudden put this into your pro forma and do that. That's not how you build a community. And the fact that Liz Walsh, who's sitting there, she's not an affordable housing advocate. She voted against Rosalind Rise and every affordable housing in her district. This isn't even in her district. She's here for one purpose, and that's to punish development and to thwart development. That's not how you build a community. Thank you. I'll be happy to take any questions you have.
Thank you.